Hello and welcome to Narrowcast Boxing. It's May 5th, 2019. Happy Cinco de Mayo. In this episode, I'll be recapping the fight between Canelo Alvarez and Danny Jacobs, which just finished less than an hour ago. So with that said, let's get into it. Two of the three judges scored the fight 115 to 113, and one of the judges had it 116 to 112, all for Canelo Alvarez. Before I reveal my scorecard, let me say that most of the rounds were close, highly competitive, and this to me was not a particularly easy fight to score. However, I had Canelo winning 9 rounds to 3 with one round even. I scored the fight 118 to 111 for Canelo. I thought the judges' scorecards were fair, and I don't have any problem with them at all. I personally felt that Canelo was just a little bit better in most of the rounds, which is why I had it so wide. Through 6 rounds, I had it 4-2 for Canelo, and I had him winning the rest of the fight with only 1 round even. I thought that Canelo's performance was quite good, especially his defense, which I thought throughout the fight was just about masterful. He's really improved on his defense. He was able to slip and dodge a tremendous amount of punches from Danny Jacobs, and this really impressed me. His offense, I thought, was good enough in this fight. I thought that he landed the slightly better punches overall, but both guys had a tough time landing clean. Although I had him losing both times against Golovkin, if they fought again, I would be picking Canelo to win legitimately. I'd also be picking Canelo to win over just about any other middleweight, including Jermall Charlo, Billy Joe Saunders, and Demetrius Andrade. I'd like to see Canelo win with any of those guys that I just mentioned. As for Danny Jacobs, I said in my preview of this fight that I felt Canelo was simply the more natural boxer, and I believe this fight showed that. Jacobs has never really displayed great pure boxing ability, in my opinion. He has kind of an odd style, and I think he probably overachieved in the Golovkin fight. He fought this fight in a way that I thought he shouldn't, and he spent most of the time backing up and flicking out the jab. When he did throw combinations, they were partially blocked or missed the target entirely. I was hoping that we'd see Jacobs stand in the pocket a bit more, and that's not really what he decided to do. I'm also not really a fan of him switching to southpaw. I think this works defensively, but his offense seems to drop off significantly when he does this. I think that Jacobs is a good fighter, but not elite. Moving forward, I think a fight between him and Jermall Charlo would make sense, and I think it would be a great fight. I get the feeling that they're also roughly on the same level. So that's really what I have to say about this fight. It was a high-level technical boxing match, which I most always appreciate, but it wasn't a really super entertaining fight. We'll see where each guy goes from here and what the future has in store for them. With that said, I hope you enjoyed the fight and this podcast. As always, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to you next week when I preview some upcoming matches. So see you then.